What's poppin', everybody? Back like we never left. BDA. And I'm here to talk One Piece. Just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me before I start. But I just want to talk about this chapter for a bit. After this, we're going to have a short discussion. Then going to be uploading some videos on 2.0. So look forward to that. Otherwise, let's talk about this chapter. One Piece chapter 858 meeting. So here's the thing with this chapter. Hilarious, right? This chapter was hilarious. First I want to talk about the cover page or the cover spread, I should say. I don't know. It looked cool. It looked cool. Seeing Big Mom and comparing her to how she looked before, she's kind of transformed in a way. She's transformed into a I don't know. That's typical of Oda. Like you look at Marco back then, you look at Kaido back then. A lot of these characters they've changed. If you look at Luffy now compared to how he looked when it started, Luffy's different too. Obviously Nami and Robin. So Oda does transform these characters, but the actual cover page, you lost because you didn't win. That was interesting to me because okay, it said the monkeys versus the bisons, right? Is this hinting towards the next person of Kaido's crew? I mean, I know Frankie and Chopper was on that side, but he had a tattoo on his arm and he had a scar on his face. And like that's not just a regular thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but it seems like that could be a foreshadow of the next person in Kaido's crew for us to see. Like, I don't know, like what are those tattoos for? I mean, tattoos in One Piece are like typically a symbol of a smile. So I don't know. That's what it reminded me of, like Luffy versus the Bison. I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was very interesting that that was thrown in there. So anyway, I see Kaneki Ken saying no live reaction. Uh well, that's true. I kind of does have tattoos, but the fact that he was a Zoan and um how the smile tattoo seemed to be placed, it just went well with this bison on the cover page. But no live reaction. From what I had heard, it said it was more a comedic chapter. So I just want to talk about it rather than live react to it. I felt like I just want to talk about it. Um, so the start of the chapter, we got a new character, Strusen, who is the head cooking chief, Gourmet Knight. I know the Toriko fans would know more about this, but from what I read about Toriko, for the most part, it was the better you are at cooking, the stronger you are. I don't know if this plays a role in Big Mom shit, but it is what it is. Moving forward, we got Peckham's. We got some Peckham stuff, and if you guys go back, well, nobody's gonna actually go back, but if you guys go back to my first review after Peckham's got shot, I said that Peckham's got saved by Aladdin and those guys, and now we're doubling back to Peckham's. It's already been revealed that they saved him, but now we're getting a conversation between them, and this conversation was interesting because Peckham's is trying to go, and they're not letting him go. I mean, obviously it's because he's injured, but he also said that uh okay, here they said you should always react, in my opinion. I want to see the reaction. You know what, guys? Guys, my bad. My bad. You know what? Going forward, I'm gonna do a reaction every week. Going forward, I'm gonna do a reaction every week, regardless. The only thing though is that it's hard to do reaction when a chapter, like if the chapter comes out at like 4 a.m. and I'm trying to do it that early, it's tough to do a reaction that early. It's just tough to do it that early, not being fully awake. Then I'd have to wait until like 5 the next day. Well, the same day, but 5 p.m. So, but I will do a reaction going forward, and then I will do a full discussion / review on 2.0. A lot of people asking what is 2.0. 2.0 is my other channel where I'm going to be doing um I'm gonna be doing edited videos. That's gonna be where where we're doing a lot of scripted videos for the most part. So that's where I'm gonna be doing the scripted videos. But okay, I'll do a reaction going forward. They say you sound tired, get some milk. And I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm good right now. Had a crazy morning, but I'm good now. But back to the chapter though, on page 5, based on what Peckham said, or what Aladdin those guys were saying. At the end, he says, "What do you mean you can't let me go? What do you mean you can't let me go? What in the world are you lot hiding?" And he mentioned like the bay was bustling all through the night. I saw people carrying packages and cargo all over the place. What I got from this is that um Jimbei, Jumbo and his crew, Jumbo and his crew, for the most part, they are packing up so that when it's time to get out of there, they're gonna leave. Um, that's what I got from it. They're moving stuff to leave. They're escaping. Like they're getting all their shit, packing it on some ship, taking it to the bay so that when everything goes down, they can get the fuck out of there. That's the whole purpose of it. Or that's what I got from it. So they don't want to tell Peckham's everything yet because I think Peckham's is still on the fence. He's not totally on their side yet. He's kind of like playing like, I don't know if I want to betray Big Mom, but let me betray it and I go back. So I think they're getting ready for shit to go down. That's the whole purpose of that. Um, Moving along to page 6. They said this is Bage's hideout. What's weird to me, how the fuck is this a hideout, bro? It's a fucking mountain that says fire tank. A hideout? I don't know if it's in a cave or something, but I I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on. Page 7, we got Monster Gun Vito being the fanboy that he is again, and he talks about Sanji, Vince Smoke, or whatever. And we see Chopper, right? We see Chopper, and we've seen Chopper without his hat before, right? I just can't remember the last time we saw Chopper without his hat. So I was like, who the fuck is this little thing? It was fucking Chopper. It was interesting because this plays into the whole gangster thing. It was like, father will not meet with you if you're dirty. And I thought it was cool how Oda is really characterizing Capone the same way as Al Capone would be. I mean, we kind of figured that that's what it was. Al Capone or the Godfather. So that's pretty much what it is. Anyway, moving along. I had to check and make sure I was reading the right thing because it felt a lot like Fairy Tale on page 8. Okay, it felt like Fairy Tale because Fairy Tale does things where they have random bath scenes and they just do it so they can show you boobs, right? They do it so they can show you boobs, and One Piece did that this week. They did that this week. We had Nami, and this is typical Fairy Tale fashion. Like we can go to so many Fairy Tale panels, and it's either Elsa or Lucy, and it's just the bubbles covering up their nipples and their vagina. All right. Um, I mean, it didn't bother me. It was just like, oh wow, okay, it is what it is. This was a lot of info. I don't know. Carrot being covered as well was weird, but I guess Carrot does have titties. Um, I don't know, but yeah, Nami was looking like Bay here. What I was happy about is that they did not involve Chiffon in the bath. All right, Chiffon was not involved in the bath, or that would have been bad. All right, so Oda knows what he's doing here. Okay, Oda knows what he's doing here. I know people are like wondering like why I don't have imagery on the screen because I could do that, but the point of this is just for you to listen to. What I'm gonna do is try to get it on SoundCloud and iTunes so that you can listen to it on the go as far as the discussions as well. But the thing though, the thing is, so listening to it on YouTube, sometimes you have to have the app open to listen to it. But for the discussions, I'm trying to get that done as well. So I got you guys. One Heaven says, Brago be analyzing the shit too much. Do I? Possibly. But Yeah, seeing Carrot was cool, but the information we got here was awesome. A lot of people talked about the um they talked about Elbath, right? Elbath being the um who Big Mom was trying to marry into, the family. And it's confirmed this chapter. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a lot of the theories that we made are coming true. And Elbath made the most sense because it can't be one person that can overthrow someone because Big Mom mentioned Eve and Whitebeard. You two someday says, I want to see Chiffon's Tig old biddies. I can't agree with you on that. Okay. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Yes, I'm about to drop that that discussion mixtape. Go check it out on SoundCloud right now. BDA. Back like we never left. Uh, but yeah, so let's talk about Loki, right? Loki. And of course, I'm gonna do some research on Loki and Greek mythology to see exactly how we're gonna tie this in, right? Because Loki, from what I know, he's a god who had the ability to change his shape and sex. Ivankov, right? I don't know how this ties in, but that's the power that Loki had. Okay. Um, and Loki had ties to Prometheus, Tantalus, um, and Loki's dad was Farbauti. Like that's the name of his dad. His dad was Farbauti, who was a giant, and his mother was Laufey. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, but I'm just saying, guys, something to think about. Just something to think about, so that uh that's from what I know. Um, from what I know, from just a bit that I know. I hate Hangouts sometimes. I should have done this on Discord. I should have done it on Discord. Um, yeah, I wonder what you guys think about the Loki thing though. I want to what do you guys think about that? Because that's something that's interesting. I'm going to do some more research on it. I'm going to make a full video on it like after I'm do this and do a discussion. But that Loki thing is going to be cool. That Loki thing is going to be cool. Um because I feel like it's a lot there. I see people talking about Norse mythology or Greek mythology. I'm leaning towards. Yo, 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 yo. All right, this shouldn't happen again. It's the mic I have. The mic I have, it does that sometimes. Okay, okay. First of all, I don't have fodder equipment. The fact my equipment may be too powerful for Hangouts. Um, Taekwon is doxing you, fam. The cliffhanger, right? The cliffhanger was dope. It wouldn't. It's not gonna happen again. I guarantee it's not gonna happen again. Is the mic I'm using? I think it may be too powerful for Hangouts. Just being quite honest, it may be too powerful for Hangouts because it derps out and then it just gets muted. Um, but I was saying I'm leaning towards uh Greek mythology. Well, okay, so it's Norse. You know what? Let's move on. We'll talk about this another time. We'll talk about this another time. Anyway, they talked about Big Mom, right? And they said that Lola became the princess of Elbath. If Lola became the princess of Elbath, the long festering feud with the giants would be a thing of the past. So here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Um, with Lola, it seems like Big Mom was beefing with the giants before Lola. Before Lola, right? She was beefing with the giants before then. So now that whole issue made it worse. So what my question is, what caused the initial beef, right? Because they said the long festering feud. Okay, so it's one of those, right, where they're giving us like a part of it, just a part of it. But Big Mom has had beef with the Giants for a long time, even before the Lola thing. So I don't know what that is about. I see Rock Roche is saying she wanted all the races on her island, and they were like, "Get the fuck out of here." This confirms that we're going to Elbaf pretty soon, right? I mean, we know we were going there, but Big Mom did something to Giants. I don't know if she got kicked out because she was part Giant. Elbaf should be under Shanks. That would make a lot of sense if Elbaf is under Shanks. It would. Um, so that wasn't in my favorite part of the chapter. Even though we got a lot of information there, it wasn't a favorite part. And another thing, we talked about this on stream as well, that, okay, Big Mom, Lola has a twin sister. Why don't you just try to use your phone? And she did that. She did that. She tried to use your phone, and they found out. Okay, they found out. I don't know how. They're both ugly, so I don't know how they found out, but she found out. Um, so Big Mom, we find out that Big Mom should be getting a call from child services because she's been beating on Chiffon for a long time. That Chiffon, emotionally, she does not view Big Mom as a parent anymore. So I'm like, did Big Mom? She said she's beaten Black and Blue for years, and it's one of those where it's like, damn, yo, you're beating on this daughter because the other daughter fucked up. I saw it convenient that they didn't mention Big Mom going out to look for Lola. They just said that she can't come back. That she can't come back. So Tom Clayson says, nah, Lola got those dick sucking lips. All right. What if we go to Elbath after Whole Cake? No, we can't do that because they said that we're gonna get the Reverie in Wano this year. We don't have enough time to go to Elbath. Elbath is honestly gonna be a whole year thing, and that's because of the whole Elbath thing. I think that's more playing more into the fact that I don't think Big Mom gets defeated this arc. Um. Okay, so Chiffon's saying that she doesn't have feelings for Big Mom, and I get that. I absolutely get that. Big Mom is a bitch. So the ass pull part of the chapter. I mean, it was comedy. It was comedy. It was fucking comedy. But I felt some type of way about it. I did. Luffy and Brooke, they stumble upon a refrigerator. There's milk in here. Or there's milk in here. Milk. Oi, don't rummage through another person's refrigerator without permission, damn it. Perfect. I lost a tooth somewhere along the way, and I got my face cracked. Slurp? Oh, all better. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? I get it was supposed to be funny. I get it was supposed to be funny. But come the fuck on, dude. Come on. Ah, it was funny. It was funny, but it still was like, why did you have this whole losing the tooth thing if you're just gonna write it back in a comedic way? No, man. No. Master J, I agree though. I was saying the same thing. Like Caesar is that type of person where he's gonna change up his swag just to match the crew. But we'll get there. We'll get there. They said, why so serious, Brago? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not upset, Eric Early Prime. I'm not upset. It's just rubbing me the wrong way because like that whole tooth thing, it was like, all right, a design change. Going back to Fairy Tale, going back to Fairy Tale, when Natsu came back from a 2 year time or year time skip, he had long hair. He had a bunch of like different designs. Literally, the next chapter, he gets a fucking haircut. What was the point of all that? Anyway, let's move on. Um, where Chiffon, what was Diesel and Brule? They're talking about Dogo against Mama. But Chiffon says, "Do you forget what she did to you as well?" And she says that Beige and Pez are her only family now, and that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting with this because Chiffon, she has some type of loyalty to um uh, she had some type of loyalty to the Straw Hats now. So if Beige double crosses the Straw Hats, I don't know what Chiffon is going to do. Aki said, end of story, he got his teeth back now. Relax. Oh, I'm relaxed. I mean, yeah, but it's just like, it was kind of corny, the way Luffy got his teeth back. I get it's funny, but sometimes it's like One Piece crosses that threshold where I'm like, nah. No, you said the tooth had no importance, so what and whatsoever. So might as well make it comedic and not use any more time of it. That's my point. If you plan on making like a comedic moment anyway, why have him lose the tooth? Because I felt like that was symbolic that Sanji, or that whole thing, him losing that tooth was like a symbol, but now it's like a comedy to get it back. But it is what it is, man. Who's that kid though? Um, that kid is Chiffon's and Beige's kid. Um, so yeah, Beige comes in like a fucking boss. Clothes make the man, they say. I had no interest in talking to fools who can't even present themselves properly. Um, you know, this was cool as fuck because this whole spread on page 14, it looked like a movie. It felt like a movie. You know those movies where the Straw Hats they get in different clothing all the time. That was cool as shit seeing this whole spread and Capone have him decked out saying clothes make the man, yo. That was the quote of this chapter. Actually, I'm wrong. I am fucking wrong. That's not the quote of this chapter. We'll get to that. We see this guy that looks a lot like Caesar on page 14. He's still here looking like a fucking boss, right? He says that he should off them. That would save some sweat off his back. Then Sanji tells him, you know, you can't do that because I have to be there. They's like, you're right. So Jumbo, who is kind of, I think Jumbo is Luffy's. That's why I said Caesar would be like cool on the crew, because Jumbo is like Luffy's angel of nuance, and Caesar would be Luffy's devil of dismemberment. Right? That would be Caesar. But Jumbo asks Luffy, "What does your instinct tell you?" So Jumbo, he already knows how Luffy is. He's not even asking like, "What do you think? How do you feel about it?" He says, "What does your instinct tell you?" Your instinct. He's like, Luffy, I know you're not gonna tell me what you feel. How do you feel about it? Javon Green says, "Who the hell is Jumbo? You mean Jimbei? You don't get the show." We'll move on. So it's a part, right? It's a part. We move on, and Luffy. You know those moments in the anime where Luffy's just staring, right? Luffy's just staring, and it focuses on him. out of nowhere, you're Caesar, aren't you? Right? And it said, where's Caesar? Where? And Chopper is so fucking terrible at realizing, right? If we go back to post time skip, Chopper thought, yo, Chopper was thought that the Straw Hats, the fake Straw Hats, were real, right? So this is not surprising. Chopper and Luffy. It's crazy that Luffy noticed this. Luffy noticed this, right? But Chopper's bad. Chopper's bad at this. So Caesar has a little flashback, and like I said last night, um, it's not crazy that because Capone and the role he has now could walk up and get Caesar. He he's a trusted, he's a trustworthy rook now. And Caesar, he's an opportunist. So whatever is the best opportunity, that's what he's gonna go for. So Caesar, of course, just goes with Capone. And then the funniest fucking part of this chapter, Caesar says, I am Bage's brother, Gangster Gastino. Bruh, oh my god. Gangster Gastino. So reminiscent of Condoriano, yo. But Caesar, I don't know how people don't like Caesar. And the funny part is, the funniest part, right, is not even the Gangster Gastino. He got his own Oda box. And he said, Shururururu. He laughed. He said, Shurururu. And he has CC on his glove. And he's yo, they said he's even laughing the same way. He's not even trying to hide it. Are you kidding me? Like Caesar did not care, yo. It's like he has CC on his glove. Caesar clown. And he still laughs the same way. That shit just, yo, I died when I saw that. Like I died because I'm like, Caesar, yo. Fucking Caesar did not give a fuck, yo. And then Sanji says, Sanji and Chopper's reaction was like, he isn't even trying to hide it. What the hell is Gastino? That was good, man. That was funny. That was fucking hilarious. So man, that was funny. On page 17, Luffy gives up, right? Luffy gives up. Luffy gives up, and he says, I must have gotten you confused with someone else, right? I must have gotten you confused with someone else. And there's like, Luffy said, you're actually right for the once. That's Caesar. Come on. Luffy goes at him. And then Caesar goes into, his heart, and then how he's going to get Trafalgar Law, and I'm going to get you too if I get the chance. And then Capone just says, fuck you, Caesar. Yo, we don't have time for all this bullshit. Straw Hat, do you want to join hands or no? Damn, y'all was saying that wasn't Caesar. Listen, Scheming Steven, I said I'm leaning more towards a Caesar than not being Caesar. Because I thought about the pros and cons. Literally, I'm mad I didn't drop the video I was working on yet, because I was literally working on a video stating why it would make more sense for Caesar and Capone to be a tandem. I'm going to drop the audio I had before this chapter. Then I'm going to record all new stuff for it, because, I mean, it tied in. But I'm going to drop the audio with it and just give you guys just a new perspective based on what we got. Uncle Globlogian, what's good, bro? What it do with $2 donation? Thank you, man. So Capone cuts to the chase, says, do you want to join me or not? And Luffy says, fine, but first, let me punch you once for shooting Peckhams. Luffy logic, right? So I had said in my prediction on 2.0 that Luffy would say no. And it's one of those where Luffy didn't say no, but you're not going to punch Capone if you're going to get in the lines. This is not fucking middle school, okay? Like, you're not like, okay, let me hit you back for my friend. It's funny how many people like Luffy makes friends, like he calls his friends. So page 18. They said, "What's the point of that? It's like chaos." If Gotti says, all this stuff, Vito jumps in the way. You see, Caesar's gas makes an appearance here. Um, Caesar's gas makes an appearance. I said, "Man, bro, I would have been so sick to see your live reaction on this chapter." You know what? Thinking about it, this was a live reaction worthy chapter. It was hilarious. It was very funny. It was funny. Um, but now Jimbo coming in the clutch. He knows Luffy's buttons. He knows the buttons because he says, "Oh, by the way, guys, for you guys that's watching, like the stream. That helps out a lot. If you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. We do shit like this every week. All right. So, Jimbo says, like, he's so perfect for the crew. Do you like Big Mom? I hate her. That's what we call an allied army. You can kill each other later, but if you join hands here and now, each of you has something to gain out of it." And then Luffy just immediately conforms. He just does that, yo. And it's cool as fuck. It's cool as fuck because then Luffy immediately just says, "Okay, what's our plan gonna be?" He says, "I've already got a perfect one all thought up. Just hurry and get this over with so I can finally be rid of you cursed idiots. 3 hours, 20 minutes till the party." That countdown is cool as fuck as well. So good, man. So good. So good. I feel like this chapter, I give it an 8.5, 9. Because here's the thing. A lot of people don't give these chapters 10s because it doesn't cover the hype. It doesn't hit that hype bucket for me, for them. Um, but personally, this hit the comedic bucket for me in so many ways. The comedic bucket was hit. So that's how it gets a 9 for me. The only reason why it isn't a 10 is because of that tooth moment. That's the only reason. That tooth moment, that triggered me a little bit. But everything else was perfect, man. Everything else was perfect. We got information on Elbath. We got Gastino. We got information where we can make a bunch of theories on going forward. Other than the tooth thing, it was amazing, man. It was fucking goat. Oh man. I really can't wait. Really can't wait. Usopp lost a tooth before. Yeah, but Usopp is irrelevant. He's not Luffy. I'm joking. I'm half joking. Anyways, guys. The Albath hype was great. We're gonna have a quick discussion in a little bit. So you guys can look forward to that. Like this video, like this stream. I will try to do a live reaction next week. The thing is, if I can't do a live reaction, I want to do a at least these type of videos, so we can kind of so I can give my thoughts on the chapter. Trap God Shrek says, "Watch your mouth, Brago." All you need is milk. That's what the fucking title of the stream is gonna be. All you need is milk. I think if Dofi had a fridge of milk, on Dressrosa, he would have tanked King Kong then. Fucking milk, man. But yeah, stream should be happening shortly. Like this video. We'll see you guys in a bit. Peace out, people.